Afternoon VC, Harris here with tales of some more vinyl finds and a meet-up in London Soho with Mazzy and some other channels from the UK. First up, Record Fair yesterday. This is kind of in Grail territory. I showed this on my tab when I saw it last month, but didn't buy it. And it was the Record Fair yesterday. Clive, anyone in the UK who goes to Record Fair south of London will know Clive. He's a legend. I've known Clive for about 15 years and I've sold him a lot of nice records. My Bloody Valentine 12 inches, Sonic Youth first pressings, Pearl Jam first pressings. So you know, he's happy to strike a deal because he's made a few bob. Okay, this is what I got. Jeopardy by the Sound. And the deal he's given me on this is insane. I mean, this is VG Plus. He's given me a price if the vinyl was shot to bits and the sleeve was hammered, and and it's not. It's beautiful. It's Corova. The sound kind of fell through the cracks. They sound a little bit like a poppy or a new wave Joy Division or a slightly poppier Echo and the Bunnymen. Wonderful stuff. Didn't sell a carrot, this. Their lead singer and songwriter, Adrian Borland, had psychological issues and eventually threw himself under a train in 1999. This is wonderful. I always think it's a sliding doors moment. If they'd released Heartland as a single instead, and I believe they released Heyday, I think this would have been like a top 20 album because Heartland is just friggin' wonderful. I remember when Mark Radcliffe did that show Out on Blue 6 back in '91. I think the first record he ever played was Heartland by The Sound, and then I think the second one he played was Revolutionary Spirit by the Wild Swans, which I'm really looking for on 12 inch. If anyone has got that, send it my way. But wonderful record, this wonderful record. Very hard to find. I mean, in America, in this condition, you're probably paying $200, $250. Fantastic. So thrilled to find it. Next up, Record Fair. I catch the paper boy. It's David Bowie. Modern Love, 12 inch. My favourite David Bowie song ever. And I've played this about 6 times. And I include the Laughing Gnome as well. Wonderful, this. So chuffed to get it. Dreadful period for Bowie. I don't care what people say. This was a friggin' awful period. And yeah, we love Modern Love. Superb on the 12. Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. Next up, this is from Oxfam Music. Wonderful, this. I don't own anything by Pylon. They came from Athens, Georgia. Big influence on R.E.M. Kind of sound a bit like the Slits meets Joseph K. If you know that Scottish band, Joseph K. If you know the Scottish band, the Fire Engines. And a slight influence on R.E.M.'s Murmur. This is the 10 inch with 2 exclamation marks. They got it on for $11.99, which may seem a lot for a 10 inch. That's a pretty decent price. And I thought it's a good way of dipping my toe in the water. Again, Oxfam have marked it at VG. There's no way this is VG. This is like near mint or VG++. Their grading is so amazing. If you anywhere else, I ain't touching a VG. In Oxfam Music, man, VG is always going to be good. This is pretty wonderful, actually. First listen, I couldn't work it out. And it's all about sort of the guitar textures and it's wonderful. It's not catchy particularly, but it's pretty good. It always sounds a bit like the Feelies as well. But yeah, maybe I've got to experiment with Pylon more. But this is a great way in, and really thrilled to get this. Really thrilled. Okay, so last Saturday went to Soho in London, met up with some VC English channels, and met up with Norman Maslow, and it really was a wonderful day. Who did we meet up with? I'm going to miss some here. David Donnelly, Michelle, Fred from Belgium, wonderful guy. John the 6-inch pianist, mate, the Mini Cooper expert. John the 6-inch pianist. Headley. There's so many. Paul Zoo Animal on Wheels. I think I said David Ellis. I'm running out. And of course, Rob Walker. What a guy Rob Walker is. And apologies, I know I've missed a name out there, or one or two, but yeah, oh, Lawrence, Mellow Man, great guy. It was like meeting, I don't know if anyone else feels, it's like having a reunion with people that I've known for 5 years or something. It was fantastic. My only regret is I drank too much. I had to get pulled onto a tube at 11 at night. And then I caused a scene in my hotel that I'd rapidly booked. Only to discover I was causing a scene in the wrong hotel. But it was just wonderful. And Mazzy, great guy. He nursed the same pint at the beginning. I think we went into 5 pubs. We went into the Vicar's Knob, the Vicar's Balls, the Happy Cheese, the Angry Cheese, and the Intense Humming of Evil. And I think Mazzy nursed the same Guinness through all of those pubs. And the rumour is he tried to get it through customs on the way home as well, but I'm not sure if that's true. He bought me this, Refused, The Shape of Punk to Come. I had this on CD. Very similar to, came out in 98, never had it on vinyl, very similar to At the Drive-In, Fugazi, Rage Against the Machine. A wonderful sort of experimental, left field, mathy, kind of math rock, math metal, I don't know what you'd call it. So thrilled to get this. Thank you so much, Mazzy. And I do want this record, so I was chuffed. It's like brilliant. And yeah, wonderful times. I also met another VC connection. I met a Harris Pilton superfan, Paddy, last night, and his daughter was there, and she was fantastic as well. We were talking about, he was saying, I really like the song State of Independence by Donna Summer. I bought it last week, got it on a 12-inch. I love this sort of Balearic nonsense. So yeah, State of Independence, composed by Vangelis and John Anderson. And yeah, I actually prefer the 7-inch, which is on here, but the 12-inch goes on a little bit. But yeah, wonderful tune by Donna Summer, wonderful. Also from Oxfam Music, the Special AKA. What I said last week that Black Heart by Mark and the Mambas was my favourite ever song from the 80s probably. This is probably top 10 for me as well. The Special AKA, What I Like Most About You Is Your Girlfriend on a 12-inch. A wonderful sort of Latin pop tune with a fantastic horn line, one of the catchiest horn lines you'll ever hear. And it's got Jerry Dammers doing lead vocals with a bizarre sound, a high-pitched lead vocal, but just a superb track and a brilliant video of Jerry Dammers landing in a spaceship and going into a London bar, probably in Soho. But yeah, just wonderful stuff, and superb. And at Record Fair yesterday, I've got the Tribe Called Quest, once again, 12-inch single, Jay Dilla production. I'm not a big fan of Jay Dilla productions. This is my favourite Jay Dilla production. I think it's fantastic. And to get this on the 12, absolutely thrilled. It's probably the last great Tribe Called Quest single in my opinion, but I've always loved this. And yeah, Dilla does work his magic on this. I looked for the sample. He's taken this like 2-second sample of this sort of xylophone track, and it's just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Anyone into UK Garage 1999, if you were at Carnival and you heard Zed Bias's Neighbourhood, I feel good, 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 I feel good, just wonderful. An absolute baller of a track, this. It's the remix, it's got the Steve Gurley vocal mix. And whenever I see that locked on sleeve, all the locked on 12-inch singles, you can have this generic sleeve, I always get excited. But like, yeah, wonderful stuff this. Zed Bias's Neighbourhood, an absolute tune and a half from 99. That's my lot. Thank you for watching. Lovely seeing all you guys last week. Thanks a lot, Mazzy, for coming over and giving me that record. It's fantastic. And thanks, John 6-inch, for organising it. It was wonderful stuff. And it was the weekend of the year for me, and I really enjoyed it. So thanks, everyone. And I'll speak to you all again soon.